Okay, let's roll right into our post-qualifying for the 53rd Annual Food City 500 NASCAR Sprint Cup Series event that will take place here Sunday afternoon at Bristol Motor Speedway. Our second fastest qualifier is Kasey Kahne, and he drives the number 5 Great Clips Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. Kasey, quite a lap you put down out there today.
Yeah, car felt really good. You know, I knew Kyle had put down a great lap, you know, track record and things. So I knew I had to go pretty hard, and I just felt like I may have given up a little bit in 1 and 2, which would have made it really close for the pole. But still had a good, you know, a really good 3 and 4, and the car was balanced really nice. We had to work on it a lot in practice. The guys did a great job of getting it where it needed to be, and should be a good race Sunday. I'm looking forward to it. I've really liked how the car's driven so far today.
Thank you, Kasey. Questions for Kasey Kahne? Anybody? Right over here, Mike Embry.
Mike Embry from Speed.com. Kasey, what are the limits on speed here? Is it just a matter of what the tires are like? Can you eventually get down to low 14s?
Low 14s. I think those speeds today were pretty good, especially what Kyle did. I mean, an 80, you know, that's fast. I mean, you put softer tires on, you might be able to go faster. I don't know. You just, but they have to last for a full race run, and I felt like the tire felt pretty good today. So I was really happy with the way the car drove in race trim and in qualifying trim. You know, you're going into the corner as hard as we ever have, and the cars are loading and traveling as much as they have with this combination. So I think it's eventually we'll probably go faster than that, but you know, for today I thought that was a good lap.
Also joining us, third fastest for Sunday's race, that's Denny Hamlin. He drives the number 11 FedEx Freight Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. Denny, quite a lap you put down as you try to go for 2 straight wins here at Bristol.
Yeah, it was good. You know, our car's really had a lot of speed ever since we got here. We haven't been able to really mess it up too bad with any adjustments. It's really for us been just more about getting our car off the racetrack. So we're pretty happy with what we got, and where we're heading so far this weekend.
Questions for either Denny or Kasey? Come to you with a microphone. Anybody have questions for Denny or Kasey? Nate, right here. Lindsay.
Nate Ryan, USA Today Sports. Can I get both of you just to talk about going back to last year and the first race with the high groove becoming the preferred line? Did you guys like that better? And do you think that's an example of like maybe a track that made some changes that maybe didn't make you guys so happy but benefited the racing and the fans and everything?
Yeah, you know, during the race it was like just a battle for the high line. You really didn't. The only way really you have to be extremely faster than the guy in front of you, or someone had to go try to make a pass, and then you would just, that freight train it would almost like a super speedway type race that you saw at Daytona. Somebody would try to make them move low, and then you just freight train them on the top. But this time around, I think it's going to be different. The lower line has got more grip than I've ever felt here in the past. So I think that, you know, I just said in Holler, I think we're going to see one of the best races we've seen in a long time here, because the low line does have a lot of grip, and we know everyone's going to start making their way higher just to make their car work. So it's going to be a good mix of both, I believe.
Yeah, I agree with Denny. I feel like that's the most grip that the bottom of the racetrack's had in a long time. So if you can get your car good there and then move around to the top's a little bit smoother at times, or there's spots up there where it might be a little smoother, so you can get good runs, momentum down the back stretch, front stretch. But yeah, it could be, I think it's turned into a good race. You're going to be able to pass on the bottom, hopefully, as long as this grip stays there, which before it's so hard to clear a car. You can get just about by them in the center of the corner, but by the exit, they're back to your right, and so it's hard to clear them. And, you know, Sunday, you'll be able to get your car good enough to clear them on the bottom.
Over here to Bob, please. Excuse me.
Bob Parker, Sporting News. I mean, you guys pretty much answered my question. It didn't look like anybody was using the high groove today in practice. I mean, do you think eventually will it get rubbered in either Saturday or Sunday, or do you kind of expect it to be kind of the bottom 2 grooves on Sunday?
Yeah, I think it will. You know, I think today you didn't see the high line do anything, simply because everyone on new tires starts on the very bottom, and this tire is laying rubber down, and it's giving off marbles. So no one could really had enough time to work the high line in. You've got to sweep really. You've got to get within a foot of the marbles to push the marbles up higher to then go higher. So everyone's car was just stuck so good today on the bottom. But in the race, it will for sure go all the way to the fence.
Other questions for Kasey or Denny? Seth, right here, Lindsay.
Seth Livingstone, NASCAR News Service. Denny, even though it's just 30 seconds, how good to just put the last week behind you and just have 30 seconds of just plain driving out there?
It's good. Really, it's to really have everything behind you is obviously a relief, and really for my team's sake, we need to focus on running as good as we can and trying to make this chase. So, any distractions is something that you don't need, especially when the competition is so close. You just can't afford anything that hampers your ability to go win. So this is going to be a step in the right direction for us.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. Good luck this weekend.